Anxiety is no longer background noise. Not for us, not for our kids. Anxiety is now the #1 mental health disorder for both adults and children. Ready or Not is about addressing that anxiety. It is about the damage unchecked anxiety does to parents' decision-making at the very moment we need greater, not lesser clarity about everything from which preschool will best nourish our toddler to which university will be the best fit for our high school senior. Will coding camp or soccer camp or adventure camp help set up our kids for future success? Oh, and what will that success look like? Will it come from the metrics we've always used? Well-respected universities leading to in-demand professional jobs with high pay and status? Or will it depend on our child's ability to adapt to ever-changing work requirements? Perhaps even the requirement to find purpose while lacking any sort of work in the traditional sense. This book is also about how anxiety, theirs and ours, impacts our kids' well-being and hinders their ability to develop the muscular mental health they'll need in a world that is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, or VUCA, as the military calls it. Anxiety does not have to stifle our judgment or our children's development. By understanding and taking charge of uncertainty and anxiety, we can turn our increased awareness into an advantage. Parents are faced with many challenges over the course of raising children, but at the moment we face the usual challenges of parenthood compounded by the uncomfortable feeling that we're not really sure which child-rearing rules apply and which have passed their expiration date. It's tough to make plans when we aren't sure what we're planning for. I've spent the last 3 years speaking to a wide range of experts around the country, captains of industry, military leaders, scientists, academics, and futurists, and their projections of our near future, say 10 or 20 years down the road, range from life pretty much the way we know it, perhaps with tweaks in self-driving cars and package-delivering drones, to what is called the singularity, in which human intelligence and artificial intelligence combine in some sort of cyborg mashup. I can't change this lack of consensus in what the future will bring, but I can help you to understand the price uncertainty exacts from us, from our ability to make good decisions, exercise our optimal parenting skills, and nurture our children's healthy development. The more we know about how vulnerable our thinking can be under uncertain conditions, the more capable we'll be of making decisions that are clear-headed and in the best interest of our children. That's not to say that there is a single solution for all kids and all families. Every child is different, just as every family is different. However, child development is one of the more mature fields in psychology. We're not at a complete loss here, and the evidence suggests that we'll need to adjust some of our traditional assumptions about good parenting. We can look at the data, consider the science, and decide whether we want to shift our attention and intentions or not. As it stands, we are not preparing our children or ourselves very well for confronting an unpredictable, rapidly changing future. Just the opposite. In our efforts to protect our children from experiencing distress, we are unintentionally setting up the circumstances that nurture distress today and will surely exacerbate it tomorrow. Fortunately, while there is little consensus about what the future will look like, there is far greater consensus about the kinds of skills our kids will need to flourish in the coming decades. As Darwin discovered more than 150 years ago, adaptability is the sustaining feature of those who not only survive, but who thrive. If you have more than one child, you know that kids seem to come into this world with different degrees of adaptability. One child will only eat grilled cheese or spaghetti for a year or two, and another seems to go from baby food to tacos and sushi with great enthusiasm. So can we cultivate adaptability? And what about those other attributes that are likely to give kids an advantage in our uncertain future? Things like creativity, flexibility, curiosity, and optimism. As we learn about the science of epigenetics, the intersection of genetics and environment, we will see that we can